Hello there, my name is BlazinZeddy, and today we'll be doing a pure hero story run of Shadow the Hedgehog for SGDQ 2016. Let's begin. We'll start off by completing the first level of this game, which is known as Westopolis. Each level in this game has 2 or 3 missions that can be completed. These missions are known as the normal missions, the hero missions, or dark missions. Depending on which mission we complete, we will progress through the level map differently, and based on that, we have to complete different levels. For this level though, I will be completing the normal mission, which is simply to just reach the goal ring at the end of the level. To do this, I will be gathering hero story points to fill my hero meter. I can do this by either killing enemies, healing allies, or completing good deeds like putting out fires. Once I fill up my hero meter, I'll be able to become Hero Shadow, which will allow me to use the power of Chaos Control to fly past a portion of this level. Alright, now that I've acquired Chaos Control, I can use it to skip the level, but instead I will be using a glitch known as Chaos Control Glitch, which will allow me to use Chaos Control indefinitely. Notice how my meter in the top left hand corner is not moving at all. This is because I'm stuck between a state of the checkpoint menu and actually progressing through the level. This can be compared with right now, where I'm using Chaos Control as intended, and I'm losing Chaos or Hero meter. And just like that, we have completed the normal mission for Westopolis.
Once I find all of the emeralds, then I'll find the truth.
During this time, there's no real action in the game. We were just mashing our way through cutscenes, so if there's any donations to be read off, this would be the time to do so. The next level here is Glyphic Canyon. For this level, we'll also be completing the normal mission, which is to get to the goal ring at the end of the level. To do this, I'll be using 2 special weapons unlocked during previous playthroughs to help me acquire hero points faster than usual. First weapon here is the Shadow Rifle. This weapon usually kills most enemies in a single shot. There are a few exceptions to this though. The next weapon is the Heal Cannon, which I can use to heal my allies and which in turn gives me more hero points. I was able to heal those soldiers faster by downing them, unloading them from the level, and then when I went back to them, they were in the same position, so that I could fire a single shot and heal them both. Alright, here's Chaos Control. I will be using it to get to this checkpoint here, where I will be using Chaos Control Glitch. Unlike the last level, there is nothing that will stop us from reaching the end, so this would be a great time for donation readings, assuming there is nothing else to talk about the game. I'll take this time to talk about the run in general. For this run, we'll be completing missions that will let us get to the final level of Final Haunt, which is located in the bottom left-hand corner of our level map. The fastest way to do this is to complete a few normal missions first, and then after our last normal mission, we'll be completing hero missions until we get to the final boss. And just like that, we have now completed the normal mission for Glyphic Canyon.
I take orders from no one. I do as I decide.
The next level here is Prison Island. For this level, we will also be completing the normal mission. Unlike the other missions, though, that we've already completed, the goal ring for this level is in the middle of the level. So, as we're using Chaos Control Glitch, if we don't exit in time, we'll actually mix our exit, causing us to have to backtrack. I will not be making this mistake in this run. Unfortunately, we will also not be helping Charmy, although he is asking us very nicely to do so. He'll be with us for the remainder of this level though, because I like listening to him. I also get a kick out of the chat. Every once in a while I'll have someone complain, "Ah, Charmy!" And then I'll be like, "What? Charmy's cool." Alright, this weapon here is the egg vacuum. It's an egg. It vacuums things up. It makes perfect sense. In this case, I'm able to vacuum up all the enemies here and then acquire chaos control relatively fast. Getting a checkpoint time of around a minute is really good. Anything under that is fantastic. As stated earlier, I will need to exit out of Chaos Control Glitch so that I can make it to the goal ring, which is in the middle of the level. So at first I'll just exit the menu, and then I have to cancel Chaos Control. And just like that, we have reached the end of Prison Island and completed the normal mission. This will also be the last normal mission we will complete for the Pure Hero run.
The fourth emerald.
This level is Sky Troops. Much like the normal mission, we will be completing actions that help us get Chaos Control Glitch as fast as possible.
This blue sky.
For the hero mission though, we will need to destroy 5 gems, which keep these islands afloat. So we'll need to exit Chaos Control a few times to make sure we don't miss anything. So the way I acquire Chaos Control here, or hero points here, is pretty interesting. I'll shoot those enemies there, heal these Eggman robots since they are allies, and acquire one of my favorite weapons here, the Omochao gun. In this game, Omochao decided to be extra helpful by becoming a gun that shoots piercing, ricocheting Omochao bullets. This allows me to shoot a few bullets and clear an entire room of bad guys, which I will be demonstrating right now.
There's got to be some kind of peculiar power source that's keeping these ruins afloat. Find it and destroy it.
And just like that, we are now in Hero Shadow mode. And with Chaos Control Glitch, we maintain our hero meter and will allow us to progress through the level. I will need to stop out real quick, right here, so I can destroy this second gem. I'm going to try to destroy these giants as well so I can increase my meter, just for security's sake. Entering Chaos Control Glitch again to keep my meter up and progressing through the level. You'll notice there that I have 7 bullets. However, in Hero Shadow mode, I have the same properties of Invincible Shadow, which means I don't take damage, and then I have infinite ammo. So I have no, as long as I can maintain Hero Shadow mode, I have no worries of running out of ammo anytime soon. Gonna kill the 3rd gem, take out these giants, in an attempt to keep my meter up. I'm trying to shoot some enemies here. It appears that they didn't spawn in. And then shooting a whole bunch here just to clear out the room. And this is the last Chaos Control Glitch we will be using. This section up here will actually stop me, so instead I will exit early, get stopped by the barrier, and then go past the barrier to use Chaos Control. Thankfully the game will allow us to continue on without it. So it doesn't matter how much Chaos Control I have left at that point. Alright, just up ahead is the goal ring, but you can also see the last gem. I will instead be killing that gem. And like that, we have completed the hero mission for Sky Troops.
I cannot betray the doctor.
So the next level coming up here is Space Gadget. Space Gadget takes place on the Ark. For those of you who are familiar with Sonic Adventure 2, this is the space station in which Shadow was created.
Shadow, don't you remember? We once raced
For this level, our mission is to beat Sonic to the goal ring. To do this, we need to reach the goal ring within 5 minutes. Since we'll actually be completing the mission in about 2 minutes, there are no worries here at all. I'll actually be grabbing this checkpoint here, even though it doesn't save any time at all, because I've been known for a few times to get hit by this robot right here, which I barely dodged. End up falling to my death and wasting a good, well, 10 to 20 seconds, which I'd rather prevent happening. For this mission, we will also not be trying to get Chaos Control or use Chaos Control Glitch. It is actually slower to do so. Instead, we'll be using a shortcut that is hidden behind a key door to get to the goal ring a lot faster than if we were to try to do it by normal means. To unlock this key door, I have gathered 5 keys throughout this level. Since this is a new game plus run, I was able to acquire these keys well before actually attempting this run. Therefore, once we reach this door, I will be able to open it. For this first room here, I'll be taking damage so I can damage boost across this floor. It is made of acid. I'll be using a spin dash jump here to avoid the acid. And then I'll be using another spin dash jump right here to avoid that pit. Going into that pit, we'll lose quite a bit of time, so we want to avoid it as much as possible. Unfortunately, I did fail the spin dash jump here. Not as detrimental as if I was to fail the other one, since I just have to use those birds to get across. Now that we've used the shortcut, we just gotta fall down to the goal ring. As you can see, we are well under the 5-minute mark. So once we touch the goal ring, we will complete the hero mission.
Sonic, now I remember. That day, we fought here aboard the Ark. Maria.
The final level here is Final Haunt. Just like the first few levels we completed, we'll be focusing on getting Chaos Control to skip the slower sections and use Chaos Control Glitch whenever possible. The weapon of choice here is, of course, the overpowered Shadow Rifle, as I'm able to clear out the enemies without having to slow down at all. Unfortunately, I ended up messing up the jump here. That's fine though, because I can just wait a little bit and clear out these enemies, which will expose this spring pad here. And then we can continue on. I can make use of the level geometry here to skip a good chunk of this room. And I've now acquired enough points so that once I get down to the bottom of this section here, I can destroy this giant and then use Chaos Control. Right here I will not be using Chaos Control Glitch because it will actually be faster for me to use the remainder of my Chaos Control to skip these loops and then reacquire Chaos Control later in the level to use Chaos Control Glitch. Unfortunately, I messed up this section here. You are able to destroy all 4 giants without slowing down at all. So I lost about 4 or 5 seconds there because of that. You can also get past this laser section a lot faster by using a spin dash jump. However, I prefer using the triangle jump method as it is much more secure and safe. I'll be gathering some more ammo here so that I can defeat these enemies in this section. Acquire Chaos Control, use Chaos Control, exit Chaos Control, enter Chaos Control Glitch. You notice at this point that it took me a few times to actually use Chaos Control Glitch. That is because the window to use Chaos Control Glitch is rather small, within a few frames of pressing both buttons. It's not surprising that I was overlooked by the developers of the game. Alright, we were forced to stop here, but that's okay, because we can just use the infinite ammo of Hero Shadow mode to flank off a few of these enemies here to maintain our hero meter. So once we get down to here, we can use Chaos Control Glitch again to get to the end of the level faster. And with that, we have completed the Hero Story mission for Final Haunt.
So we meet at last, Black Doom. You're the one responsible for all this villainy.
You've done well,
And this is Black Doom. He is the final boss, and we need to beat him. This is actually the easiest Black Doom fight in the game. However, I had some pretty bad luck. As you can see right here, that is the worst move I could have gotten. Automatic 2-cycle or more. So in an attempt to finish up the run quicker, I decided to reset the battle. This move right here is the second fastest move. I could have finished it within 1 cycle here, but I missed a few shots and now I have to wait for the next cycle. Now had I gotten this move, we would have been done with this fight in 8 seconds. However, that was not the case, and we just have to finish it up. So the overall fight took about 45 seconds, which is unfortunate. I did want to showcase though that this would be probably the worst possible case, which although is a huge difference between 8 seconds and overall 45 seconds, overall run, not a big deal. And with that, we completed the pure hero story run for Shadow the Hedgehog. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you at SGDQ.
Finally, I've got all the Chaos Emeralds.
Shadow. This isn't over yet. The Black Arms will rise again.
Let's do this! I'm Shadow the Hedgehog, and I made a promise that I intend to keep. With the power of these emeralds, Black Doom and his army are finished. This is who I am.